Wild 94.1, and man, listen, I tried to connect with you when Alive came out, and that was back in April. Now you got a whole new record. Like, dog, you just moving. How is this whole new situation with you now? You're back where it all started, man. The grind, the independence. So just tell me a little bit about that transition, bro. What made you want to go that route?
I mean, really going that route, kind of, the decision came, for me and the label kind of coming to an agreement that we were just moving in different directions creatively, and I just wanted to try some things that I felt like, wasn't really it wasn't really the best situation to sit and try things and sit on the shelf in the situation I was. And it was better to kind of separate and be able to, get to that next step creatively. I just, feel like, of course, right when I went independent is when, it was kind of pandemic time. So a lot of that creative and direction that I had did kind of switch up. And then, after all that, I definitely still went through, I think, that moment where I had to remember like, there was a lot of things I was putting on the label or, getting comfortable with that now I can't be as comfortable with. I got to be a little bit more hands-on with. So, it was definitely getting back into the groove, but luckily built a bunch of relationships, learned a bunch of things being with the label. So it's like attacking the same way I did before, just with a little bit more knowledge. Just got to get back in there, grind, ride that bike.
No doubt. Was it difficult at all during the pandemic to kind of be creative and do a lot of the things that you maybe wanted to do?
I think, yeah, definitely with the, physical aspect of me not being able to go nowhere. So I had to cancel like 3 tours,
Damn.
which, I planned on. I'm somebody who really likes to take my show on the road and really, perform my music and really get that across. And I think it benefits me well. And I had to, cancel 3 tours, around the world. And then I had, I had an idea of, maybe a certain direction or, maybe a certain, vibe that I think I bring to the table that I wasn't really able to attack because, the vibes was different. You got to kind of read the room and, everybody wasn't having a party, everybody wasn't in those vibes. And there was certain records where, I needed people to be outside or I needed people to be in the club or just have a certain mindset that I think everybody wasn't in. I definitely, it aren't the like overnight activist where I was just gonna switch up and just, start creating this whole brand or something else that I, like, even though I was definitely down for, everything going on, I just felt like this wasn't, a time for me but I was able to create a lot and try different things, I think, during that time and not really put that much pressure on myself to focus on like singles and things like that.
Right. No, that's cool. And then, now we pretty much back outside for the most part, obviously, being safe about it. But you got a chance to, perform in front of fans. Now, you did the NBA playoffs as well. You got a chance to perform at the NBA playoffs. So tell me what it was like to kind of, have this new music out and finally just be out there to just share it.
It was dope. I mean, it's dope to just be back out. I think, the playoffs was something that was huge for me. Big Clippers fan. It was a big year for us. We got as far as we've ever gotten. I feel like, and it was dope to be a part of that last game and perform and just really feel that love from the city and, really remember that, those moments and get me back into, the motivated zone. And then, from there, sadly, I did I did get a little too happy. I think that was July 4th weekend. Yeah. I got a little happy that weekend after that Clipper game, went out a couple more times, got invited to a couple more parties. And I caught COVID that Sunday.
Oh, man, that's the worst, dog.
Yeah, I had to sit down on July 4th. I ain't even do nothing July 4th because that was the day. And then from there, tap back out for like, that 2 weeks. But, it was all good. Tap back in, pick back up where I left off, had some shows popping, and, got back to it.
That's cool. How do you handle it, man, being a Clippers fan? I mean, and now the Lakers is all stacked, and I know you a basketball dude.
Lakers are looking crazy right now.
They look crazy. I mean, they look kind of like a bunch of OGs on the court, but, for the most part, it's a lot of experience on that team, and I'm a Laker fan.
Facts. And even when I even tell, like, girls who don't even, like, watch a lot of basketball, I just tell them to start in 5, and they be like, what? Woo. That just sounds crazy. They're all on one team? I ain't okay.
If it was 08, you know what I mean? It'd be a wild ass squad. I tell you that. All the cats and that in their prime, it'd be a crazy ass fucking squad.
But like somebody was saying, though, y'all, they still got Russell and Anthony Davis in the prime. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody keeps saying this. it's old, but you know, those two I don't really consider them old like that. So I guess
Yeah.
I got a different outlook on it. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't got much to say about the Clippers. Kawhi sitting out for all season, and we're gonna see just how it run. I don't know what the updates is on anything else but that.
How much shit did bootleg Kev give you? Because you know he a big Suns fan. Did you bet with him?
Yeah,
He
of
was
course
trying
I
to get
bet
me to
with him.
bet with the Laker game. I didn't want to do that because
Bruh,
Suns was
so
looking pretty fierce.
he bet me at the game. He backed me in the corner. I'm at the game already looking like during this probably like second quarter. He texts me. He like, yo, you here after the performance? I was like, yeah, I'm chilling. And he was like, come up to the box or whatever. And then in the middle, I was like, all right, I'm gonna come after this. You know what I'm saying? Halftime, blah blah blah. Then he hit me with a bet. You know what I'm saying? Because I was popping. So you know what I'm saying? I was popping on my mess, and he was hitting me. He hit me right with a bet. I was like, all right, cool. I said, it's the best. Not, I told him off top, it's not really in my favor, but since I'm a betting man, I'm gonna bet you. But don't get prideful and feel like I see what's happening. You see the game, it's not really looking good. So you're gonna call me out on the bet when it's not looking good. That's cool. So you know what I'm saying? He got his money aside.
Yeah, he tried to run that okey doke on me when the Lakers was when they was getting in on that Lakers series, but
But
whatever.
I mean, for
We'll see
him,
what
at
happens
the
this
end of the
year.
day, he feels the saltiest because look how far they got.
Exactly.
So
That's what. See, this is why I never pop off about my team. I mean, I'll get a little froggy from time to time, but I'll never like go OD like pop.
Nah,
I
not
hate
too
betting on
crazy.
my team.
Yeah, I do sometimes with my Laker homies though. I don't do it with everybody, but my close Laker homies, I go crazy on that.
That's got to be like a wild, like in city rivalry right there, like amongst fans, bro. I've never been the one to like experience it, but damn, like especially when y'all share the same arena together, that's intense.
Right, and we got the new spot now. We back. We redid the forum. We at the old spot. We at the
nice.
The new. They knew
our
old spot,
old spot. Yeah.
Yeah, all good. Whatever. But anyway, now I think it's one of those things though where I find like because I feel like I grew up a Clipper fan when it was nobody really Clipper fans, but they all were. So everybody was really hush about it. Now they talk a little bit more trash, so it's a little bit more different in the city. Now there's more actual Clipper trash talk.
Now you a fan like football wise? Are you're a Niners fan though, right?
Yeah, I'm a Niners fan. That's my mom's fault, and you know that's the first. It's my mom's fault. First team I got into, and that's just how I was rocking it. LA didn't have a team at the time, so I had to pick and choose.
Yeah, I was wondering because like now y'all got the Chargers and the Rams. I know the
Yeah,
city's crazy on football season.
It's definitely lit. It was just a game because I had just came back from Mexico and I landed into the game and it was crazy over there. Just all that traffic and all it was my first time actually getting able to see the game letting out. So it was crazy to see just all the jerseys and all. I felt like I was in a different city, low key. It was kind of dope to just see all the different jerseys and people just walking up and down the streets and just interacting and doing, you know what I'm saying, stuff I feel like normally they don't do on that block. It's a little bit more hot.
Yeah. So it's a lot more, a lot different energy now with both teams in the city now. That's cool. And seeing everybody being back outside, going to these games is cool too. So tell me, man, a little bit about, you dropped Alive. What was it like and what was the meaning behind the title? Obviously, I feel like it was kind of like, the energy's back, you're back where it all started, and you always keeping a heater on you. And there was a lot on this project. So tell me what it was like putting that album out for, and being independent once again.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely hit it on the nose with just the idea and just, you know what I'm saying, feeling back, not really feeling like I was coming back from the dead, but, like an energy was just, you know what I'm saying, feeling it and just in a zone when you feel in that zone. So I just, it was at that time after just trying so many different records throughout the year. Like I said, when I first rocked independent, I think I got a good idea of what, you know what I'm saying, I was really moving forward to in a certain sound and really with a certain production too, because that was one of the woes was going through recording records and then clearing records. That's a whole nother conversation. And clearing records independently is a whole harder process than when you're doing it through people who maybe have relationships. They already signed to the labels, same publishing company. And with all that, you know what I'm saying, nonsense. For me, it was different too, having to handle publishing. If they want more publishing here or points and stuff, I don't handle points. I can have somebody else handle that. And it's, so when records get held up, you get to the point where you're like, man, forget this record. I might just move on to something else. So I'm gonna just work with these producers. And from there, I did build a cool relationship with a producer, Ism, who I was already working with. We already had prior records together. And I felt like he had a lot of different vibes and sounds that I could, you know what I'm saying, dip through without feeling trapped, but it was still cohesive so I could create an album that, you know what I'm saying? And it was really kind of my first time since I think summer and the winter when I did it with Mustard and his team, really working with just one producer. But I felt like with that was already a sound that, you know, we were locked in on the sound. With this, it was a little bit more like creating a whole, you know what I'm saying, project of different vibes with just one producer. It was dope.
And it's dope, and I like that you kept it, you know, in house too. You got some of the alumni crew on there. You got Rory Fresco, you got Brick Baby. So what was it like to kind of like letting those guys get off on some records? And does this new independence give you more time to focus really on, you know, kind of having them helping them branch off into doing their more projects with them?
Well, yeah, the independent situation, I was able to create a more open space for them to release music too. You know, I made sure that was a kind of a part of my deal, and then also, you know, it was easy because, you know, during I did all this stuff at the crib. I had the studio all set up and built at the crib, so the guys is already coming over frequently. You know what I'm saying? So once it was just recording time, like I already had them coming over. I think I had a setup where they were coming over 3 times a week, just recording their stuff just at the crib because the studio's in the back house. They ain't got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, running in and out the crib. Like I had an entrance for them, all that nonsense. And I think, you know, from there, you know, when it was my time, it was like, all right, I'm about to lock in. If y'all got anything that y'all hear during these sessions, you still come through whenever you want to. And, you know, they just sat in and vibed on the sessions and, you know, picked up on what I felt like was important. And so it was still a lot of leftover records too with different guys and stuff that just didn't make it or wasn't finished. And, you know, I didn't want to just put stuff out, and I really want to still hold on to these records and build them and make sure they crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think it's definitely a more open space for, you know what I'm saying, to me to just create with the homies now.
That's cool. And I noticed that, you know, the new record right now, you pumping Party with Rumor. That's a wild vibe right there. It's not on the album.
Yeah.
So does that mean is you already doing the next project already?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, we definitely, like I said, it was leftovers from Alive, and I don't want to waste nothing. And I'm somebody who, you know what I'm saying, can't forget about some records after sitting on them for too long. So I want to throw out a little cool, you know what I'm saying, deluxe of Alive real quick. And then, you know, Party from there, though, is, you know, moving on to the next step and seeing what, you know, we want to do as far as if that was just for the summer or if I maybe want to move that, you know what I'm saying, have that be the structure of the album, just depending on, I think, on the release. But, you know, no pressure. I think it's no pressure. I definitely wanted to just get a record out for the summer that was big, a single, something I really wanted to, that could work and, you know what I'm saying, have some longevity. And I think, you know, if it moves over and it's still popping by spring, then, you know what I'm saying, we got something else to talk about. But, you know, I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, sit back and hold and wait for anything. Definitely moving forward with some the other ideas.
That's dope. And, you know, then you calling your own shot, so you can pretty much drop whenever the hell you feel like it. So that's always lit. And I feel like you always have that energy with you. I feel like you always lock yourself. You're always in the studio, always locking yourself in. You know, always moving on to the next, putting on. Because I got that vibe when you did in my own lane, and then you did Full Speed like shortly right after that. Like you just was just pumping them out. So like, you know, that you know, you just keep them coming, bro. Like you don't hold back.
And like I said, I'm definitely getting back into the zone of revisiting records because I feel like even that's how even like, you know, Full Speed had some, it was even fast because it had some leftovers from My Own Lane that actually revisited and, you know what I'm saying, was able to be like, all right, we already steps ahead instead of, you know what I'm saying, sitting back and trying to create from fresh. So I got to start going back on some stuff, man, and just having other people come tap in with me, see what they do.
And what was that connection like with Rumor? I know he's, you know, he went viral doing the whole country trap thing. That still a wild video to this day.
But that's like that's no, I wouldn't even say that's any like gimmick once you get in the studio with him and you hear the music and like the depth and the range of everything he can do. Like that's nothing. That's not even anywhere close to out of pocket or where you think he could go as far as like, but he can just take it to so many different levels. And everybody I've ever been in, like brought in the studio or brought around him that he plays some music for, he'd get through like 12 records off his phone and they'd be like, yo, I didn't expect that. That was crazy. And that was kind of, you know what I'm saying, what got me the first, I was already, you know what I'm saying, just he was, you know, kind of inserted into the family easy because his guy Swish was already a part of my team, you know what I'm saying, early on. And, you know what I'm saying, the introduction was already there. And when we got in to the studio, we was trading back for records. you know what I'm saying? I came with a certain, I didn't know what to play at first because I came with a certain pack, not knowing what kind of pack he was gonna play. And then I played a little pack, and I was like, I felt like my pack was a little bit more like a rap pack. And then he played a pack, and I was like, hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back to my like pop pack and my like let me go through some other stuff where I'm singing, throwing some more melodies because I feel like he was just off the wall with it. So it was dope.
Yo, what's that, that energy like when you get in the booth? I feel like, I said it earlier, like I feel like you don't miss when it comes to these great vibe, like radio club records, and you always just have that
Appreciate
bag
it.
always on deck. Like even this with this party
Yeah.
record, like it just feels like, you're always in that pocket. And like, did anybody ever come to you about like, wanting to write their music or jump on some of these records because it's like, you just know how to catch that moment or catch, be, like I said, just be in that bag.
Yeah, I definitely, you know what I'm saying? I've definitely been in some sessions and been, you know what I'm saying, invited in the room or asked just how to get in that bag a little better, you know what I'm saying? Send over some of these beats because I know you got some of these beats on stash and I need to get in that bag. But I think, I need to get a little bit more in it. I need to get a little bit more in the studio with other people writing. I think sometimes I don't know if people don't expect me to give the sauce away all the time, which I'm cool with just writing and having fun and moving on to the next record. I know some people like to be real tight with their creative space and stuff like that, but man, anybody want to invite me to the studio, we could rock out and write records all day long because that's all I sit and do. And it's like those kind of vibes and melodies is easy for me. I feel like just because I just understand the vibe, it fits where I come from. So it's pretty cool, man. It's dope. I mean, I'm from LA, listen to the radio, you know what I'm saying? It's all over the place too. I think I've my ear is just, it just bounces. So I think, a lot of people that, what I'm saying, can only stick to one thing. I'm just kind of like, it's hard for me. I'd be like, yo, I need to brand the sound and just stick to this one little niche. But it's like every time something come on, if I got something, I got something. Like I can't do nothing about that.
Respect it. You got one with this party, man. We gonna run it up out here at Wild 94.1, man, for sure.
Appreciate you.
Tell me a little bit too, cause I know you get that workout in all the time, bro. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I can't ever like get my 6-pack right, and I got a trainer and all that. What is your regimen, dog? Can you like put that up somewhere?
But I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about putting it all together. I didn't want to do that too corny and then, but I'm thinking about putting something together because I definitely tapped in. I did a lot of especially during 2020, because at first I felt like I was just working out. And then, you know what I'm saying, you could just work out, but I was eating wrong or maybe working out not the right way or whatever. And I did a lot of just like studying and just science and asking questions and just changing up my diet. My diet is way different than probably it's ever been my whole life, just as far as focusing on getting certain things throughout the day, whether it be like whole grains or protein, you know what I'm saying, certain gains and a lot of egg whites and cut the yolk out. It's just different little techniques and stuff. Drinking a lot of grapefruit juice. Definitely stuff that I wasn't always into, but I trained myself to kind of be into it and just like, all right, I got to do what I got to do. But even the supplement game, my supplement game is kind of up now. The herbs, just different digestive enzymes. I can get crazy scientific with it. I'm definitely been on something else, just trying to figure it out. And it's honestly, bro, I went probably like all my life with like fake abs. Like I probably just got real abs this year, like for the first time ever, because I had to focus on it and really like get it in, and then but I hurt myself too, though, bro. You got to watch it out here. I hurt myself a couple times just trying to go too hard, listening. You know what I'm saying? Trying to max out, let people tell you you're not doing enough or whatever. I've been through a couple things out, but I'm cool, man. I think I'm definitely probably in the best shape I've ever been in. The boxing is lit. I feel like my hands is crazy. I feel like I could really, really have a match out here. I'm not like promoting, but
Yeah.
I be feeling real hot out here with my hands. You know what I'm
saying? So you feel confident, because I see a lot of these guys, the Logan Paul, Jake Pauls of the world, and I saw Blueface is doing
right.
bare knuckle fights.
What?
Yo,
That's what we taking it.
He did a bare knuckle fight out here in Tampa. And
That's different.
He beat down some YouTube kid. I forgot who it was. It was like
seen that.
Yeah, he beat down a YouTube kid.
But it definitely got to the point where I feel like I'd be watching those things and I'd be looking like, dang, they really don't be training that hard. Cause I know how hard I be training, and I know like the certain techniques and the things that my trainer gets on me. And I'll be watching some of these matches because I watch a lot of professional boxing, and I'll be like, dang, I understand now what he wanted me to do here from watching them. But when I watch these celebrity matches, I'd be like, yo, who trained y'all? Y'all was really training or nah? Because it's a
Yeah.
real match. I ain't trying to get hit. Like
Yeah.
y'all really, I don't know if it's fake or what, but y'all they swinging for real. And y'all swinging crazy out here. It'd be a lot of open. I see a lot of open space when I be watching these fights. Like, oh, there he is. I would have got him right there. Oh, right there, right there. So yeah.
There you go. Like it's like you and Wiz Khalifa. I know Wiz be doing the UFC stuff.
He kicking though.
So
See,
yeah,
I
you don't
don't
do that.
trust kick. I don't do
And he
that
tall as
because
hell too. So you know that long
yeah,
ass leg come across, it's
and it
over.
only take one. And I feel like every time I ever seen the foot, when the foot come up, it only take one to the side, and that's it. And they'll never come back. You could block it. If it hit
Yeah.
anywhere, touch you on your head, it's out. I'm cool. If he gonna do only hands only.
Hands only. There you go. And with the gloves.
Yeah, I ain't doing bare knuckle.
Okay.
I ain't doing bare knuckle, man. I'm cool. I got enough
Okay.
scars on my face.
Bet that, man. Well, listen, man. Kidding. I really appreciate you taking the time, man. We got to get you out here in Tampa again, man.
Nah,
Running up like we
love,
did
bro.
a
I
couple
gotta
years
link up
ago.
with you. Nah, man, miss you, bro. I need to